Hello, my little beautiful butterflies. It's Lana Grace. I'm aka Amanda Jones. Now, what do we need to know from this tarot reading today? This is somebody who you think has left a connection, but they haven't. You think they've walked away, but they haven't. You think they've turned their back on you, but they haven't. You think that they are going to better times. They're not. They are where they are. The thing is, they're not really like coming in towards you. It's like they're stuck. Why are they stuck? Right, 10 of Pentacles reversed there. They need to work on themselves. They need to work on their business, their spirituality, and building themselves up. So let's look into this deeper, guys. So make sure you're subscribing. Remember, this is my only account. I would never DM you asking for a reading, so beware of scammers. No tarot reader will follow you back or message you, okay? So please be aware of fake accounts and scammers. You can only book a reading with me through the link in my bio. Only way to do it. And I don't have WhatsApp. I don't do PayPal, okay? Okay. If you do want to purchase any of our decks, it's at witchofthebritish.co.uk. And if you want to learn how to be a master manifester and manifest your dream person, manifest your life, then go to spiritvinesacademy.co.uk. So let's see where this person's head's at. So put them in your mind's eye right now. Let's see what's happening with them. Right. Ace of Wands, the Star, Page of Pentacles, Five of Wands, the Sun, and the Four of Cups. So let me just put this into a spread, and let me see what comes from this. Well, I mean, you've got someone who's definitely focused on you with the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. There's some kind of conflict. There's a conflict around you, them. You may have not ended it very well, but they're 100% like into you. I feel that with this energy, they must regret what happened. They must be in the feeling of, why did it end like that? Why did that happen? Why didn't I act differently? Because the Ace of Wands, the Star, the Sun, they're missing you with the Four of Cups. They're focused on you, Page of Pentacles, wanting to bring something into you, wanting to contact you. But then you've got the Five of Wands in all the middle of that. And I feel like there is a separation here. So for them to want you, I need more clarity on thoughts and feelings. More clarity on thoughts and feelings, please, for this person. They're waiting for change. Knight of Wands. They could be a little bit younger than you. Strong fire energy with the Wands. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. They're not there yet. They want to be better. They want to be more stable, more secure. They want to offer you more. And they can't right now. They feel like they can't. Yeah, you've got the Hierophant. This is somebody who sees you as very spiritual. They take your connection very, very seriously. I think they take your connection much more seriously than you realize, even to the point where they would rather work on them, move away, work on themselves, and come through correct than fuck around, okay? That's what you're dealing with. The only issue is with that, yeah, look, because you've got the Six of Wands and the Four of Swords. So there you've got them holding back, resting. The Four of Swords is not just about pulling back your energy, it's about resting and guarding. So they're resting from something, they're working something out. But from that, the Six of Wands is them ultimately wanting to come forward and wanting to take victory over the situation and thinking that they can. Ace of Cups. They love you. They love you. What do you think in the comments? Do you think they love you? Or do you think they're playing games? Because this could come across as them playing games. No, they're working on themselves. They're working on themselves to come through to you in a more healthy, progressive way. I told you, it's a very spiritual connection. They see you as very spiritual. They see you as, I don't know if you go to church or you pray, but you're very spiritually connected. And that's as they see you. And they actually really, really like that. And I think that's part of the reason. The Angel Temperance, that they're working on themselves so hard. You give them like, you're giving them the want and desire to work on themselves, okay? Six of Cups, reminiscing about you, thinking about you. And the plain and simple answer is yes, they want to be with you. Yes, they're going to take the leap of faith with you. Excuse me. Very good. Yeah, manifesting you. This person's manifesting you. They're meditating on you. Do you know that? They're quite spiritual themselves. Temperance come out again. They're working on themselves. What did I say? They're working on themselves. They just don't communicate that with you. They're shit at communicating that. They're working on themselves mentally, emotionally, spiritually. You know, maybe they're just getting over something and they're going through it. But the trouble is they're not saying that to you. They are shutting down. Maybe you told them to. Maybe he's like, look, don't communicate with me because you're too ghosty. They're all in their head. Chariot cards. They're not sleeping very well. Let me put some oracle cards around this. These are my oracle decks I'm going to use now. So, Spirit, bring us the energy of them. What are their thoughts and feelings towards her? Lord have mercy. Oh, God. Oh, God, lock and key. Damn, girl. Right. So, very first card that come out is Love Affair. There's a lot of passion here. They want to kiss you. They want to smooch you. They want to hold you. They want to just get you in bed and just fit, you know. I don't know how much I can say, actually, but, you know. It's the intimacy of it, okay? But there's an element of forbidden love here a little bit. An element of forbidden fruit. I don't know why, but it feels a little bit forbidden. Nourish. You nourish them. You nourish their soul. You nourish their being. And then look what come out after that. Change of season. So autumn. We're heading into autumn now. Are we in autumn already? I don't think we are. Are we? I should know this because I know the word of the year. Anyway. I'm seeing October as being significant for you guys. So if you're in no contact now, you will have contact in October. If your contact's a bit October, you're going to get resolution. And then we got, and this is the exciting one, you got commitment. I know this person wants commitment. And then you have want you back and lock and key. So this person wants to lock the connection down. They want to lock the connection down with you. They want to put you under lock and key. And in order to put you under lock and key, that is a marriage. That is commitment. And they know that's what they've got to do. And I think you setting your boundaries and standing your ground might seem tough at first, but actually it's teaching them how they have to behave if they want to be with you. Now this is, I'm going to say something very insightful here, okay? When you implement your boundaries and the person pulls back, whether they see it as rejection, whether it's what it is, I'm going to explain to you two things are going to happen. They're either going to work on themselves to say, they're right, that is their boundaries and this is what I need to change in me. Or they want to do that, but they can't. You have to understand, not everyone is capable of change and growth. As much as they want something, not everyone wants to change and wants to grow, because you have, in order to change, you've got to really look at yourself and say, wow, I really need to change that about myself. It takes a degree of self-honesty, and when you're self-honest, the ego has to die. The ego never wants to die. So the ego is always, we're always going to keep you in the state of that. So this person may be going through that because there's a little bit of a flip-flop energy, and I think why they're missing you, why they're thinking about you, why they are knowing that Spirit has brought you to them and they should be with you, there's also this feeling of they have to really change some stuff about themselves, and maybe that's just really scary for them. In either case, there is nothing you can do. You've set your boundaries and you've said, this is how I expect you to treat me if you want to be with me. If you cannot do this, we cannot be together. And that's really unfortunate. And it is unfortunate when you know you're meant to be with somebody. But this is how it has to be. And you have to give them space because they do want you back. They do want to commit you to you. They do want you under lock and key. This person wants to marry you. You're a wish fulfillment. And that eventually will overtake their ego. They have to keep praying and grounding their energy, and God is going to bring you together. That is just as simple as that. I love you.